Welcome to Pouches and More. Let's prepare the simple and easy coin pouch. In this tutorial, we learn how to quilt the fabric, attach the zipper tab to the zip and also attach the zip to the main fabric. So let's get started and check out the materials required. We require 2 pieces of main fabric. These two measure 6 inches by 4.5 inches. 2 pieces of lining measuring the same, that is 6 inches by 4.5 inches. 1 piece of main fabric 1.5 inches by 3 inches, 3 inches by 12 inches, another piece of main fabric, a 6-inch long zipper, quilting sheet. This is the sheet that we'll be using over here for quilting the main fabric, and these two measure 6.5 inches by 5 inch. 1 D-ring and also 1 swivel clasp. These are all the materials required. So first we'll be quilting the fabric. So for that, we'll place the quilting sheet like this. We'll place the fabric wrong side on the quilting sheet and we're going to make stitches. I'll be making straight stitches over here. Once the quilting is done, we'll be cutting it on the same size, that is 6 inches by 4.5 inches. So we'll just be cutting on the edge of the fabric, since the fabric measures 6 inches by 4.5 inches. Once we finish cutting the fabric, we'll place one aside. Now we'll prepare the zip. I have taken a longer zip. We only require a 6-inch long zip. Now we'll be placing it like this, half inches away from the sides. You can also mark it. I'll just be eyeballing and making a mark on the zipper tape. So here we're going to take the zipper tab, that is 1.5 inches by 3 inches. And this is the marking that we did. Now there's an open side and a closed side. On the closed side, we'll be placing the zipper tab like this, that is right side facing down. One stitch done, we're just going to flip the fabric over like this, fold it on the other side, and we'll be making a double fold over here. That is, we are going to fold the raw edge inside. So both the raw edges are already inside. This is how it will be looking. Now we will be making a stitch on this, that is to hold it together. Our zipper tape is ready. There's a flat end and a V part. The V part is the open end and the flat is where the zipper tab will be coming. This is the open end. Now we'll place the zipper tab. We're going to make two markings, that is half inches away from the edge. We're going to make a marking on the main fabric. Now here we'll be putting our zipper tape. Marking done, place the main fabric right side facing up, the zip slider facing down, place it on the half-inch mark, that is, we'll be leaving half inch, so the zipper tape will be clipped half inch away from the edge. Now the other half-inch mark will be folding the zipper tape like this. So remember, right on the edge we'll place, and this is the half-inch mark, we're going to fold the zipper tape exactly in the half-inch mark and clip it. And we'll have to make a stitch over here. As of now, we are going to place the lining fabric right side facing down. Now align it from the side as well as on the top and clip them together. So here we have got the fabric right sides together, zipper in between, straight stitch over here. Once the straight stitch is done, we are going to cut this extra zipper tape. Flip it over, hand press the stitch line. So both fabrics are on one side. Now the stitch line that we did, we are going to just finger press it and make a top stitch over here right on the edge. The top stitch is done. Now for the other side, we'll take the main fabric right side facing down, align from the side, close the zipper tape over here. It will be easy. So align from the side and the top and start clipping it. Once we reach the edge, we're going to do the same thing. Over here we have folded the zipper tape. Same place we'll be folding the zipper tape like this. So here we have folded it exactly where the other side is also folded. Now here we got main fabrics right sides together. So flip it over, and this side we'll place the lining fabric right side facing down, align it from the side as well as the top, clip all together. And now here we need to make a straight stitch. So here lining fabric right sides are together, and the other side we've got main fabric right sides together, straight stitch over here. After we finish that, we'll do the same thing what we did for the other side. That is, we are going to put both the fabrics on one side and make a top stitch just like the other side. Now here we're going to prepare the tabs. So first we're going to prepare the D-ring tab. We're going to fold it in half like this. Get the longer raw edges to the fold in the center that we just did. And we're going to again fold it on the same fold line. We need to make a stitch over here lengthwise. We're just going to clip it. Now the same thing we'll do for the swivel clasp tab also. Fold it in half, the longer raw edges, get it to the center fold, and again make another fold. Now this swivel clasp tab, we are doing it a bit differently. Up till now in my initial videos I haven't done it this way, so this is a bit different. Now both we're just going to make stitches. So here our D-ring tab is ready. We are going to insert this tab into the D-ring and clip it. We're just going to keep it ready. We won't be stitching this. We can also make a simple stitch to just hold it together. I won't be doing it. Now we'll take the swivel clasp tab and we're going to insert this into the swivel clasp like this. Get both the raw edges together. So both the raw edges over here together. Right on the edge, we're going to make a straight stitch to hold both these straps together. Once that is done, so here we have got the raw edge together, we're just going to turn it over. So we just turned it over like this, and we'll turn over the entire strap. Similarly, we'll turn the swivel clasp so that the clasp comes on the outer side. Once that is done, we will get the swivel clasp to where the joint is. So here's the joint. We've got the swivel clasp right over there, and we're going to put the straps together like this and make a stitch to hold the clasp together so that it does not move. So it's a simple straight stitch that we'll be doing to hold the swivel clasp together on one side. We have finished doing the top stitch on both the sides. So our main body is ready. We have also attached a fabric label. This is completely optional. Now on the open end of the zipper side, we are going to attach the D-ring. This is below the zipper. The D-ring will be inside, the raw edge outside, but we are going to push the lining fabric out of the way. So this tab will be attached only on the main fabric. Now we can align it directly on the edge, or we can push it out a bit. In case we don't want the tab to be too long, we can push it out a bit. And we're going to make a stitch over here. Our stitch is done. We're just going to cut this extra fabric. So our D-ring is attached. Now we need to put the fabrics together, right sides together like this. Align the edges and clip them all over. The main fabric as well as the lining fabric, we are going to be clipping them all around. Once we have finished clipping all around, we need to make a stitch. On the lining fabric side, we will be leaving an opening. That is only to turn it to the right side. All around we will be making a stitch. Once the stitch is done, this is the opening that we have left. We need to cut the corners before we turn it over. So this is the opening. Now before we turn it over, we are just going to cut the corners so that it gives a neat finish when we turn it over to the right side. Once the corners are cut, flatten the seams like this. Both sides we are just going to flatten the seams neatly. and then we will turn it over to the right side from this opening. Now here the corner of the main fabric, I haven't flattened the seams. You can always flatten it. I'll just be holding the corner and turning it over to the right side. The entire pouch will turn it over to the right side from the opening that we left. Once it's turned over to the right side, we need to stitch this opening. We have already folded the seam, so it becomes easy. We can always make a machine stitch or a hand stitch. It's a simple straight stitch. We finished stitching this. We're just going to put the lining fabric neatly inside. The only thing left is to attach the strap or the wristlet, to which we have added the swivel clasp. Do try this and let me know in the comment section how yours turned out. If you like this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching. Bye.